Kashmir is heaven, but if you're not Muslim, you will see real heaven if you visit Kashmir. Well, my wife is from there. She's lived in certain areas there. We're watching Pahalgam,
Yeah.
beautiful village and people of Kashmir.
Yeah. So my school, well, not my school. There is, I don't want to go into details, but it was primarily a boys' school, and my father got a job there. So
Yeah, it's sad how you can't go into details because it's Kashmir.
Yeah. But
Boom.
yeah, he got it was army based. So my father got a job there, and I was literally the only girl in the entire school, and I wasn't allowed to go into the classes. I wasn't allowed even outside. I was playing in the backyard with my brother, and the intercom phones, and we got a phone call on intercom, and they were like, "Oh, do not go outside without wearing traditional clothes. This is not whatever." Yeah. And one time our apartment got flooded because it rains there a lot. Like, it could be sunny, and the next second it will be like raining too much. And it got flooded, and I was like using the wiper and just taking the water out. And we got another call on the intercom, and they're like, "Oh, why are you doing the job? You have the they call the helpers, they're potters, something like that." And they're like, "Oh, ask one of those people to do it for you. Why are you doing that?" And then it just got so bad that I just stopped going to school altogether. I would only go there for the exams, and I would come back, because it was just like they were constantly watching. They would constantly call. We never knew who was calling, because intercom is connected to all the major offices and all the major spots. So yeah, it was fun. Fun living there, knowing I'm being watched constantly.
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to visit at some point, but it's funny because
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it was last year. It was April. I was planning on travel because I went to India in March instead of April. Yeah, because I was planning to go in April, and I would have loved to have gone up to Kashmir around late in the month.
Yeah.
And then what's funny is I went in March. I spent time with my wife. I spent time with the family. I returned home. A month later, when I was originally planning to be up there and to visit Kashmir, what is it, 2025?
Yeah.
People visiting were all executed.
The guys were.
Yeah, the guys. When I was planning on being up there. It was just like, oh my freaking gosh. That's why I couldn't get the time off. That's why I couldn't get the flights. That's why I had to go a month early. Exactly why.
Yep.
That's why my wife starves herself. Yeah, last year she starved herself so I wouldn't get assassinated while visiting Kashmir. And this year the year before.
Yeah.
She starved herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 2024 she starved herself so I wouldn't get assassinated in Kashmir. And then she starved herself last year so I wouldn't get in a massive fatal car accident. I just drove off the road. I skid off the road. But yeah, this is what is it?
Pahalgam.
Pahalgam.
It is beautiful there.
Yeah.
And the river is, we could hear the river. It's called Lidr River, and
this one?
the valley is called Lidr Valley. Lidru Valley.
I'm guessing this is the river you're talking about.
Yeah, and like the place was like higher up in the mountain, but we could constantly hear, like, especially at night when you're sleeping, you could hear the water flowing. It was beautiful, but there were so many rats there. Ugh. And I hate rats. They were just filled with rats.
Of course, it's like visiting New York. There's so many rats there. Oh, it is beautiful though.
Yeah, and it's like surrounded by mountains on all the sides.
Yeah, it's a valley in the midst of a mountain.
Well, we weren't
crest.
in the valley, but
yeah, but it's sad how all this stuff gets ruined because you can't even safely travel back home. I can not travel. Well, if I do travel to Kashmir, my wife told me I'm not allowed to speak. I'm not allowed to really even walk because apparently my walk gives me away. I'm not allowed to pull out my camera. I'm not allowed to
wear your normal clothes.
I'm not allowed to wear my normal clothes. I'm not if I want to actually travel safely through Kashmir, I can't be me. I can't be me. Oh my gosh. That's ridiculous. Because I'd love to visit. I would love to visit.
से फेमस पहलगाम में काफी सारे छोटे-छोटे विलेजेस हैं जो बड़े-बड़े हिमालय के पीक्स और एवरग्रीन फॉरेस्ट से सराउंडेड हैं।
See, if it was safe, I'd love to live there.
I know. I lived there and I loved it because it rained almost every day.
यहाँ आते ही आपको दो चीजें जरूर सुनाई देंगी। एक तो इन बर्ड्स की सिंगिंग और पूरे पहलगाम में फ्लो होती है ये लीडर रिवर।
It's literally flowing past some of these houses.
Yep. And you hear it?
Yeah.
I used to hear it like
और जब ये सब नज़ारे
like
आपकी आंखों
constantly.
के जस्ट सामने होते हैं तो ऐसा लगता है कि क्या ऐसी जगह सच में एग्जिस्ट करती है। लीडर और शेषनाग रिवर के जंक्शन पर सिचुएटेड है पहलगाम का सबसे बड़ा विलेज लारीपुरा।
नदी का क्या नाम बताया था आपने?
उसका नाम है शीशनाग नदी। शीशनाग से आता है, शीशनाग नदी।
शेषनाग।
जो अमरनाथ के रास्ते में शीशनाग आता है ना, वहाँ वो किश्मा है, किश्मा से निकलता है।
ग्लेशियर से।
बहुत बड़ा है, लेक है वहाँ, लेक से निकलता है।
15 दिन पहले यहाँ पर इतना बर्फ था रोड पर।
कितने दिन पहले?
15 दिन पहले।
अच्छा।
7 फुट, 6 फुट, 5 फुट।
तो आप लोग घर में ही रहते फिर?
नहीं, घूमता है ऐसा, मशीन लगता है रोड पर हटाने के लिए।
मशीन लग जाती है?
मशीन लगता है।
There's this South Indian shop there in like the main Pahalgam market, and that was my first time eating South Indian dish, and it was delicious.
It was in Kashmir?
Yeah.
You ate a South Indian dish.
Yeah. And it was like the shop, it's like in the corner, and we were just like walking through it, and we went there, and I was like, wow, South Indian food is so delicious. And that was my first time that I even finished the sambar, which is like a yellow lentil soup thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And after that, I've tried so many areas. Like in Mumbai, it was like the closest to what I tasted in Kashmir.
Mm-hmm.
But I've tried like South Indian food ever since then. But I've never liked the sambar again. I don't know why. It was in Kashmir and then it was in Mumbai that I liked it. I've had the South Indian food in so many different places, but I don't know.
Have you been to South India?
No, but Mumbai is.
You've had South Indian food in Delhi. You've had it in Jammu. You've had it in
Punjab, in
Punjab.
Himachal. Like there's yeah.
Yeah, it's only in Mumbai and Kashmir where you enjoyed it.
Yeah, and like the coconut chutney and everything, they were like super delicious, super delicious. And then after that, everywhere I went, it was just like, it doesn't taste like anything. I don't like it. And then I would always give it to mother to finish because it was just like,
so she can eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's it's so beautiful.
It's called
so beautiful.
Nathu's Rasoi or Nathu's Kitchen. I don't know if it's still there, but that was like back when I was like teenager.
So not that long ago.
What do you mean? Not that
You're
long
young.
ago.
You'll always be young.
No,
You'll
that was-
always be young.
That was like 12,
10 years ago?
13, 14, 15 years ago.
10 years ago, you were a teenager, so
Sure,
still.
sure. Well, no,
Still.
when I was there.
Yeah, when you were there. I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, that's the thing is seeing this, because I watched Badla, was that what it's called? Movie?
Badla?
Yeah. On Kashmir, and the ghost that was protecting the kids from being taken to become,
Oh, I don't remember the name, but we've watched that movie.
yeah, we watched that movie.
Yeah.
Like, again, that was the last time I married a teen. No. But she'll always be young. This is for all you guys out there that are interested in women and want to be married to them and be faithful to them. They will always be young. They will never be old. They will never be old. Trust me on this one.
Why are you whispering? I can
Trust
hear
me on
you.
this one. Yes. What is it, dear? What is it?
You're not being sneaky.
Yeah, but they never age. They never age. But yeah, they'll always be young. But yeah, it's just like that was, I think, the first time I'd ever really seen, other than pictures and things like that, I'd never actually seen visual representation of Kashmir. And it was a sad movie that basically got my wife crying near the end of it because of just kind
But
of...
we were watching it live on Twitch.
Yeah, it was... You literally
and
went quiet.
Ajay commented, "Oh, is she crying?"
No, he
And
was
I'm
all...
like,
No, he was all,
"Screw
she's
you."
gonna cry. She's gonna cry.
No. When I got silent at the end, he was like, after the scene, like he just knew I would cry, and he commented, "Oh, is she crying?"
He's like,
And I
"Nope,
was like,
nope,
"I'm
nope."
gonna just punch you so hard right now."
Yeah. But that's the thing. It's like seeing it in this situation where someone's creating a video on it. Because that movie was done in like dark tones and it's very somber. And it's like it hurts, especially seeing my wife who is from Kashmir, watching it and seeing all that, and just what they were willing to do to protect the kids in that film. If you've seen it, great movie. It's named off the location there.
I don't remember.
Badla.
Baramulla?
Baramulla. Thank you.
Why do you keep saying Badla? Badla is like the complete different movie.
That's the thing. It's just like I was like, you told me it was a place. You told me it was a place. But yeah, seeing it here, it's done. He's keeping the brightness and everything. It just looks so amazing.
Because it is beautiful.
So amazing. I mean, this is why I would love to live in Alaska. It's got a lot of this kind of aesthetic to it, but it's just the time that's weird for people when it's completely dark or completely light. But it just looks so amazing. So amazing.
क्योंकि जरा थोड़ी दूर पे कुछ रिवर वगैरह है ना, तो पानी फ्लो हो रहा है, तो इसलिए कुछ ना कुछ ब्रिजेस वगैरह बनाए और बहुत अच्छा व्यू आता है उन ब्रिजेस से. और लाडीपुरा वही गांव है जहाँ से मतलब अमरनाथ की यात्रा का रोड भी वहीं से जाता है. अमरनाथ पीक वहाँ से दिखता है, जो मुझे यहाँ के लोकल्स ने बताया. और यहाँ पर थोड़ी दूर चलकर ही आपको अलग अलग विलेजेस मिलते रहेंगे. और ऐसे ही मैं एक और विलेज में पहुँचा जहाँ पहाड़ों की इतनी शांति में कुछ बच्चों के खेलने की आवाज़ आ रही थी.
क्रिकेट खेल रहे हो? ये विकेट आपकी?
Poor kid missed.
बोल डाल.
The thing is seeing several of his videos, the thing that's completely unique in this one. Have you spotted it?
What?
Have you spotted it?
Spotted what?
No women.
Oh.
No women, no girls. Like in his other videos that me and my wife have watched, we've already seen adult women. We had already seen girls like playing in no. The first few people we've seen, of course, we're only
maybe later on
3
they'll
minutes
have
in.
some
Yeah, we're
where
3
he get
minutes
invited to somebody's house
Yeah,
and they'll
yeah.
make him the Kashmiri
probably
treat tea.
They'd give him an
and stuff.
apple.
An
They'll
apple.
give him an
yeah.
apple. But yeah, you see the kids outside playing. You've seen the guys sitting outside, but
मैं आपको भी दिखाऊंगा कैमरा. ये देखो, ये हमारा कैमरामैन. हाय बोलो.
हाय.
आप भी बोलो हाय.
हाय.
नाम बताओ अपना.
मेरा नाम मोहम्मद रिजवान, इसका नाम विराट कोहली.
विराट कोहली.
That's the name of a
चलो, bye.
cricketer.
बाय.
तो कुछ बड़े सपनों वाले इन छोटे बच्चों से मिलने के बाद मैं मिला कुछ और बच्चों से.
See, there you go, women.
yay! Still
See,
a bunch
look
of
at
boys.
them. They don't
Hey,
look.
finally, you get Oh, that I gotta say, this is adorable. This is adorable. This kind of reminds me of you and Sid.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, I still need to find that picture to show Dad
Which one?
of where you forced Sid
To dress as a girl
Yeah.
and I was dressing in his clothes.
Yeah, because you had
But
the boy cut. He was
had long
literally
hair,
growing
yeah.
his hair out long.
Yeah.
Like, so just like, what the heck? It's like, oh, Sid's pretty.
He was pretty.
Yeah. Then he grew up.
Yeah.
Sucks growing up.
हेलो करो. हेलो. हेलो. हेलो.
See, they got blue eyes.
अंकल आप गांव के बारे में बताएंगे थोड़ा?
Well, isn't there a whole white culture over there in like white descendants over in Kashmir?
White descendants? What do
Yeah,
you mean?
of like people who have just lived there for a long period of
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
From like ancient migration period. Yeah, that have just lived there.
गांव का नाम
And a lot of foreigners come there too.
इसमें
Yeah, a lot of
140
foreigners.
रहते हैं। आबादी इसका 700 है।
700 वादी।
700 आबादी। यहाँ पर एक मिडल स्कूल है, एक मस्जिद शरीफ है,
अच्छा
एक मंदिर है सामने।
अच्छा इधर इस गांव में टूरिस्ट आते हैं?
हाँ क्यों नहीं?
अच्छा
क्यों नहीं?
और यहाँ पे आगे क्या देखते हैं?
देखिए
Oh, it's the little girl. She's running around following him, I guess. I recognize the color. I recognize the cut.
अभी यहाँ पर लगा लो चक्कर शक्कर ऐसा है और मंदिर देखने के लिए आता है।
अच्छा ऊपर कुछ है पीछे?
ऊपर ये जंगल है।
जंगल है।
जंगल।
थोड़ा चल के आ जाएगा?
जाओ जाओ जाओ।
हाँ थोड़ा चल के आ जाएगा ना?
Yeah, we got bears
English
there,
word,
like, because it snowed.
Yeah.
So we had bears, we had the cheetahs, I think, and the army people. They had like dogs and they had like goats and everything. And one of the, I think it was cheetah or something, he ate one of the goats, and then the
Aw.
dogs chased him off.
Aw. Well, then
And then the next day we went and the army dude, because they do the patrol thing, and he was like, "Oh, he was outside your window." I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, he was looking directly in your house." I'm like, "No, he wasn't." And then he gifted us a baby dog, but he was crying so much, so we gifted him back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Man, the poor
he
little
peed.
baby.
He peed in my room.
Of course.
That was his first doggy.
Yeah, you've got to train them at a young age, and yeah, you just.
But he
gotta,
was crying so much.
Yeah, well, he was just let go of his original, like.
Well, he lived nearby. His mother was right
Oh,
outside
yeah.
our door.
would have wanted to return
Yeah.
that. That's what it was. He could still smell it. Like when I got Bolt, he cried for a long period of time, but now he's dependent on me. Well, primarily you now. He doesn't care about me. He's already traded up. Like when my wife first got here to the U.S., Bolt was barking at her like crazy.
And I started crying. I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
what? But I've talked with him for all these years.
Yep. And then the next day, Bolt was perfectly fine. Because I think it was just the realizing the smell that would always take me away. And then I'd return, and then he was like, "That smells here. That dangerous smell."
What do you mean dangerous?
And then he realized you're here, and then he was immediately calm. I was like, all right. Because normally, if someone approaches my room, like a family member or a nephew or whoever, Bolt gets aggressive and starts growling. Because it's his space. It's his family's space. It's like where he protects me. And it's like where I personally create content and everything. It's where I spend most of my time. So he gets aggressive. But with my wife, he's never done that once.
Yeah.
Never done that once. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but whatever. That's you always have to dogs are faithful. Dogs are absolutely faithful.
अंकल की इंग्लिश से तो मैं इतना सरप्राइज नहीं हुआ, बट जब मैंने इस बच्चे को केरला के टूरिस्ट से मलयालम में बात करते देखा तो ज़रूर मैं सरप्राइज हो गया।
अच्छा तो आप बताओ कौन सी लैंग्वेज आती है जो बताई ना आपने?
हाँ, एक आती है कश्मीरी और आती है उर्दू, इंग्लिश, हिंदी और थोड़ा आती है मलयालम।
मलयालम कैसे सीखे?
उस टीचर्स केरला से है।
केरला से क्यों आए टीचर?
वो यहीं पे रहते हैं, अब सोपुर में ही रहते हैं। सोपुर में एक 3 कमरे उनके लिए।
क्यों उनके लिए मतलब वो यहाँ से लोकल टीचर नहीं आते आपको, मतलब कश्मीरी टीचर नहीं है?
वो यस इंडिया फाउंडेशन है ना,
अच्छा
वो यहाँ कश्मीर में उनके 50 स्कूल है।
तो मलयालम पढ़ाते हैं या फिर ऐसी सीख ली?
ऐसे सीखी पढ़ाते हैं।
पता है आपको केरला कहाँ पे है?
हाँ, लास्ट में आता है।
लास्ट में आता है और कश्मीर सबसे ऊपर आता है।
हाँ।
कितना दूर है नहीं? और फिर वहाँ की भाषा अगर तुम थोड़ी बहुत सीख गए तो बहुत बड़ी बात है बेटा।
चलो लो चॉकलेट खाओ, लो चॉकलेट।
It's sad. That kid's already smarter than me. It's like he's listing off his languages, and I'm just like, okay. This is like whatever. I grew up learning Spanish, then I learned English. I understand a bit of Japanese, German, and French.
And Korean?
And a bit of Korean, but I can't speak any of them, so I immediately lose. Lose. Oh my gosh. He's bribing the kids.
मैंने लोकल बच्चों के साथ क्रिकेट खेला और काफ़ी सारे मतलब बच्चों से मिला, बहुत अच्छे बच्चे हैं। एक बच्चे ने तो फिर मुझे पूरा गाइड किया, यहाँ से पूरा गांव वगैरह दिखाया अपना मामल, और ऐसे ही मतलब लोकल से मिला और काफ़ी अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस रहा। लोकल विलेजर्स के साथ इंटरेक्ट करके काफ़ी मज़ा आया। जब एकदम ही तुम घूमते हो ना मतलब सेपरेट होकर थोड़ा टाउन से या टूरिस्ट प्लेसेस से, तो एक अलग ही एक्सपीरियंस होता है।
पहलगाम से 13 किलोमीटर आगे मोटरेबल रोड खत्म हो जाती है और जहाँ रोड एंड होती है वो जगह है चंदनवाड़ी।
अभी मैं चंदनवाड़ी के रोड पे था, चंदनवाड़ी जहाँ से अमरनाथ की यात्रा स्टार्ट होती है, और अभी ये रोड पूरा ही बंद है, मतलब अभी इसके दोनों साइड।
I was like, I'd be a bit worried if I was out there on my own, especially knowing the predators are out, especially if it's still just the just snowed or the snow is thawing. Those are like the two worst times for predators, right when it first snows or right when it's thawing.
स्नो है और आगे
Yeah, but the snow was like almost that size, and I was taking shortcut, so I jumped into
you
the
fell
ice
into the
because I forgot there's snow there.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'll just go through shortcut.
Yeah,
I don't want to go long way.
Well, that's funny because my family, when my grandparents were alive, my grandmother would always get a cabin up in the mountains for the family the extended family to all stay at, and we would always go on a trek and we'd always follow the path. Occasionally, being an idiotic kid, you'd wander off. And I was on crutches because I was in pain at the time, but I was on crutches and I was going off the path because I just wanted to wander off into the snow. And then the crutch sank in through a bush because the snow was coated right off the top. There was a rock that I was going on, and then right after the rock, there was a bush, and the bush had made a direct path to look like it was just an embankment that went down. And then I went, and then boom, I just slide downward, and I'm like, okay, I need to get up. That was incredibly painful at the time because, again, any kind of jolt to my feet caused me massive amounts of pain. But yeah, that was then. I'm better now. Somewhat.
और रोड क्लियरेंस हो रही है अभी, मतलब 3-4 किलोमीटर का रास्ता एकदम स्नो से बंद है।
It's good. They're clearing the road.
तो एक गाड़ी ये लगी हुई है, एक गाड़ी वो पीछे लगी हुई है,
गवर्नमेंट की गाड़ी है
और एक और पीछे लगी हुई है, तो 3 गाड़ियाँ जब लगती है तो रोड साफ हो पाती है, एक गाड़ी नहीं कर पाएगी।
ना, इसका टाइम लगेगा, आधा ये उठाता है, आधा वो होता है, तो ऐसे ही चलता है।
अभी कितने किलोमीटर रह गए अभी?
अभी 4 किलोमीटर, 4.5 15 तारीख तक खत्म जाना है।
लैंडस्लाइड हुआ था यहाँ?
हाँ, ये है ना लैंडस्लाइड।
अच्छा,
ये ऊपर से आई है, उधर से। कहाँ से?
वहाँ
से आई। ये रास्ता भी बंद है, ये रास्ता भी बंद है, नीचे वाले दो भी, ये लैंडस्लाइड है, ऊपर से नीचे।
एवलांच हुआ है।
अवलांच।
तो उसका क्लियर कर रहे हो?
हाँ।
नून चाहिए?
अच्छा।
See, that's the tea.
Salt डाला इसमें।
The salty tea.
The pink tea.
Yeah.
The pink tea.
I don't like it.
I mean, I've had it. I prefer it without the salt. I prefer kava.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now that for me
Yep.
is just so freaking good.
Yep.
So freaking good. But yeah,
It's funny. Growing up, this tea was always there, and I hated it. I've never drank like more than, I think I took one sip when the family made it, and I was a little girl. I was like, okay, I'll drink it. And then I had it and I immediately spit it out.
Yeah,
I'm like,
well,
what the heck?
yeah,
The tea is not supposed to be salty.
Yeah, well, I hate it. Every time I'm like visiting, Mother always asks me what tea do you like?
Yeah, because there's the Lipton tea that we make. That's like the average tea. Then there's the kava that we make.
Lipton with milk,
Kava with or without the milk, and then there's the pink tea.
And then there's the pink tea. And then I'm just like, which one are you having? Because it's just I don't want to impose. I don't want to like I can drink either. I mean, coffee is always my go-to, but oh my gosh, I freaking love kava. But again, I don't want to impose. I think it's rude to demand something different that other people aren't having. I think it's rude, but it's they want to treat, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to make you make something else.
They have all types, so they just
Yeah.
ask you which one you want.
Yeah. I know, but it's just like for me, I'm like, I don't want to do that. Just make me, just give me whatever's easiest.
दूध चाय और नमक
वो थोड़ा ड्राई फ्रूट
वो शुगर नहीं डालिए
शुगर नहीं मैं
And
शुगर
baking soda.
आप शुगर पेशेंट है इसलिए नमक वाली चाय या आपने शुरू करा के
Well, I mean, the whole reason for the salt, you know why? It's to keep you warm. You know, if you put salt in water, it prevents it from freezing as easily. So you drink salt in order to actually keep your body temperature up.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, I'm pretty sure the only
Well,
reason
that's why a lot of people in there have like high blood pressure problems.
Yep, because they probably drink too much of it.
Yep.
Like you just need a tiny bit. But yeah, salt prevents freezing from taking place. So they drink that. I think that's why it's so prevalent there in Kashmir, because they need it because it gets so cold. Yeah.
The problem is they drink it everywhere
all the time.
now. Yeah.
All the time.
Every season.
चंदनवाड़ी में जो रोड क्लियरेंस का काम कर रहे थे उन्होंने हमें चाय भी पिलाई नून चाय जो यहाँ की सॉल्ट चाय कहते हैं एक तरह की सॉल्टेड टी होती है वो तो वो पिलाई इन्होंने आज लोगों को चॉकलेट खाना आपने चाय पिलाई आपके लिए चॉकलेट अच्छा आप शुगर अरे चलो बच्चों को देना भैया चॉकलेट खाना
Snickers.
अभी रिसेंटली यहाँ पे एक एवलांच हुआ था एवलांच की वजह से जो इन्होंने थोड़ा बहुत रास्ता क्लियर किया था वो फिर से बंद हो गया है और ये पहाड़ थोड़े रिस्की तो है सुंदर तो है बट रिस्की है
Our school is
Winter
among
stage.
these trees.
Among the trees,
Yeah.
the school.
Like it was off-road and you had to like travel upwards towards the mountain for several kilometers to get to the area.
So it really is a military
Yeah.
military kind of encampment.
Yeah.
This is off the beaten path, out in the middle of nowhere.
6 महीने जब तक ये रोड
It
क्लियर
was
नहीं होती
cute,
तब
but
तक
if you
चंदनवाड़ी विलेज
cancel out the people interactions.
Oh yeah. Like that's the thing. It's just like this looks so amazing. This looks so freaking amazing. And just seeing everyone just walking, having spending time out in nature, which it's funny always when like someone like me says that when most of those people, it's literally their life that they're living. Having to do that, there's probably something up there that they need to do. But yeah, it's just like that just seems so beautiful.
कनेक्टेड रहता है और चंदनवाड़ी के पास ही है पहलगाम की सबसे पॉपुलर बेताब वैली
Beta Valley. It was named after a movie that was shot there. The movie's called Betab. It's of Sunny Deol. You know the guy from Border movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was his movie, I think, and some other girl that I don't know, but that this place got famous after that movie was shot there.
So they shot it in that location, and
Yeah.
they named that location after.
Yeah,
after
and
the movie.
the place was named Betab Valley.
Okay.
I've been there.
बेताब वैली लीडर रिवर के अराउंड एक काफ़ी बड़े प्लेन एरिया में है जहां आपको ये ब्यूटीफुल ट्रीज और ये ब्यूटीफुल व्यूज देखने को मिलेंगे
It's super cold, yes. He's not
Wear
wearing
gloves.
much.
Yeah. It's my first thought. So wear gloves.
पहलगाम में मैं कुछ विलेजेस और कुछ टूरिस्ट प्लेसेस पर गया और टूरिस्ट प्लेसेस पर पहाड़ों को तो काफ़ी पास से देख पाया पर पहाड़ों को समझा तभी जब इनमें रहने वाले लोगों से मिला और पहलगाम भी उन सब जगह में से एक है जहां पहुंचकर आपका सफ़र ख़त्म नहीं बल्कि शुरू होता है क्योंकि सिर्फ एक बार यहाँ आना मुझे तो काफ़ी नहीं लगा और यहाँ दोबारा आने का मेरा
Yeah,
सफ़र
because there are just
मन ही मन
so many places, but when it snows, a lot of places get closed
Yeah, well, they'd have
because
to.
you can't go there.
They'd have to.
Because it's high up in the mountain and everything.
Well, and just like with the avalanche, the whole thing kind of was shut down
Yeah,
and they couldn't
yeah.
go in there. I mean,
So-
that makes sense.
So a lot of people just go during the springtime or the summertime when the roads are open, and that's when it gets all touristy. But that's when the risk also increases. So
Yeah.
so
I mean,
you always go with the local people,
Yeah,
just so you
you'd-
could blend in.
You'd have to go with locals. Well, I'd have to go in with locals. Medieval period, Islamic invasions, conquest, 1000 to 1700s. Conspiracy. What contemporary chronicles and later estimates, historicals, claim tens of millions of Hindus killed, enslaved, and displaced over centuries through wars, temples, destructions, and massacres. Mahmud of Gaztumar. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure about that. But then again, everyone's past is always graphic. Everyone has dark histories in their past. Some not as much as others, but again, I try not to judge everyone off their past deeds. You don't praise the past, but you can't judge a group of people off their past. The problem is if they still try to act like barbarians in today's age. That's where the line I draw is. If someone still acts like a barbarian in today's age, when we're in an age of civilization and understanding, understanding, and knowledge, and you still act like a barbarian, that's where the issue is. Are we all barbarians at some point in time? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I am. My wife isn't. Everyone else is. That's just how it is. That's just how it is.
But there's also a zoo up in the mountain. It was funny because it had a leopard in it and a bear in it. I'm like, this is something we can found down there too. Why are they caged? Poor creatures.
Yeah, they'd be free. They'd be good
So
to be
we
free.
walked all the way because there are like steps and everything, and we walked there, and it's like far away because it's further up the mountain. It's called something Aruveli or some wildlife. It's a wildlife something.
Okay.
And we went there, and it's literally like a few creatures that we've already seen. I'm like, okay, but we had a project to do on the wildlife of Kashmir, so I was like,
so you went to go see it.
I was like, oh, let's go see it.
That's not the wild. If it's a zoo, it's not the wildlife of
they
Kashmir.
were captured from there. Let's be honest, it's not. So it was funny because our driver was like, "Oh yeah, we can see these in winters
Yeah,
near
then they
our
come
town."
out.
Yeah,
They come out of hiding.
well, I'm like, well, but my project is due next week. I can't wait the whole
Google
winters.
it. Google it.
No, you had to do the actual photo, so I took
my
the
gosh.
camera and I
Yeah,
clicked the photo. But it's funny because there was like the cage. So in all the photos, you could see the cage.
Back in the day. Oh my gosh.
It was
Hopefully-
funny.
Yeah. Going to zoos is always nice. Going
Yeah.
to zoos is always nice. But yeah, we need to go to one here. We really do. We haven't been to one yet, have we?
No.
Oh yeah, we need to go to one.
यहाँ से जाते ही शुरू हो गया
Oh. every time.
No,
every time.
not the Dachigam
Okay,
National
आपको
Park.
भी-
I'm talking about the wildlife sanctuary. It's called Wildlife Sanctuary is higher up. The Dachigam you're talking about is in Srinagar, and I think you need like a pass to go there. While the one that I'm talking about is just like a open zoo type of thing. But of course, it's like a further up. I don't think many people have gone there, honestly.
Yeah, it's probably just a small little thing that only the people there know about.
It's near a glacier, so I don't know. But
Yeah.
Anyways,
yeah. Pretty much. Anyways, yeah. Like that was nice. That was beautiful. I mean, it would be a beautiful place to visit. Honestly, a beautiful place to live, but not safe to live. That's what's sad. Is like hate could easily make places that are amazing just inhospitable, and just make it harder on the people there too. I mean, imagine if anyone could travel, anyone could visit. Imagine how wealthy it would be and how modernized it would be. Of course, with bringing modernization, it would probably bring more problems, modern problems. So it's a modernization is always a double-edged sword. But yeah, that's just how
like
it
there
is.
are places up in the mountain, and it's really difficult to go, but it's great for trekking people and the people who want to do hiking and stuff. But there's only certain number of months that you can go there.
Yeah.
Because the roads aren't really that accessible, and that there aren't many people there or shops there, so like you need to take your own supplies and stuff. Well, but also that was like back several years back when I went there. I don't know how conditions are right now. Maybe they have more shops now.
Maybe. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's just like beautiful places. They do get destroyed by tourism. There are so many places that they become popular, like on social media or whatever, and then tourism kind of destroys them because it becomes a place to where people can easily make money from. That's just how it happens. So it has to be balanced in some way. Like I think the what was it, the video he did where it was of the islands.
Lakshadweep?
Yeah, Lakshadweep. Like that, you have to literally get a license to travel there.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best way to do it. If you get a license to travel there means, well, you are going to have to respect the location. Unlike traveling to some locations where you literally just travel there, you cause a nuisance there, then you just up and leave. It's better to actually have control over the people that travel there. That sounds bad, but at the same time, if you're somebody traveling to a foreign nation, I think the nation has the right to not so much control over everything you do, but be able to, well, kick you out at any moment and make sure you're not doing anything that's because imagine people like Patali, I think, who is a Russian IRL streamer who got arrested in the Philippines. There was Johnny Somali, who caused havoc in Israel, Japan, and then went to South Korea and got in prison there. Like if the nations had more of a control over the people that were visiting, especially like streamers or content creators and things like that, I think it'd be better. But tourists in general. Tourists can cause a massive issue in locations because I don't know. It might be that mindset where they're paying a ton of money that they think they're entitled to a ton of stuff. That might be it.
You guys got a video? It's so bad.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wait like that.